Hi guys, Bruce here. Well, I just bought some more fuel for the truck and all the 4 gas cans. And I'm going to do my co-op gasoline tests again. Make sure everything's clean. Here's the water up to the line. You guys, if you haven't seen this before, you take the water up to this line. And if you have no ethanol in your gas, that level won't change. But if you have 10% ethanol in the gas, the water will absorb all of the ethanol in this experiment, and it'll go up to that line. So it'll go from there to there. There's about 3/16 of an inch difference. So we need some water to the baseline. How's that line? I'm not fussy as long as everything's perfect. Okay, there we go. So now we have water to that line. And we take some gasoline, as my daughter called it when she was little. And we fill this to the rim. Are you with me here? Yes. And I take it within like a 1/16 of an inch to the rim, right? That's perfect. Maybe even just another dribble. Shake it. And you get results right away, man. Like it's... And there's no change. I'll leave it for a while and we'll come back, okay? It's still on the line. It's a dramatic increase. When you see it change, it's quite surprising, really. So we'll come back in an hour or two and see how that separates out. I don't think it will. Hi guys, I'm back. Well, the gas test is once again negative for ethanol. That's great. Just thought I'd verify that with you. It'll come right down to the right level here. There we go. Absolutely no increase in volume. Or ethanol, 10% ethanol fuel. Yeah, if I could speak, I'd start a YouTube channel. Don't mind me, I'm out of breath. I'm just cutting the lawn. Okay, it's mail day. Nothing crazy, except a cute little story. I ordered this head gasket from Amazon because it was Monday and all the stores were closed around town. Not all, but most. And I buy a lot of my small engine stuff at Precision Cycle here. And I ordered this. No, I ordered this, and they said it was going to take 2 to 7 days. No, 2 to 9 days. So I thought, ah, well, I'll keep that order. And I went and bought this one. They were closed on the Monday. This is when I ordered the Amazon one. And I got it on Tuesday for 1/3 of the price of this one locally. So if you can, buy local. If you have to, buy from online. So I gave these guys some business. Hopefully, you know, they stay in business for a while. And they're the same. That's all. Thanks. And my neighbor gave me this. A full carburetor for my SH56C. But anyway, that's really cool, hey? With these. So that's brand new. I'm not quite sure where I'm going to put that. Does that help? A little bit, eh? I know what this is. I have an old one that I use, but it uses a laser light and a tinfoil reflector. So you have to put the tinfoil on the rotating assembly to get the RPM. And this one uses an induction from the spark plug wire, and because they just radiate boom, 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 you know, out into the radiosphere, and then this picks up the pulse. I hope this is what it is. He's a little guy, eh? chainsaw tachometer manual. I think you just wind the wire through there. Okay, instructions. Well, we gotta test it, right? All right, folks, are you ready? It should test out about around, what, 2,900 to 3,200 RPM, do you think? That's exactly what I wanted. I am so happy. And we just put it away like this. Into our happy little pouch. Or into our happy little box. Now that is a tool. No built-in battery for life? Who knows about that, eh? Right down there by the magnets. That's fitting. Just move the magnets over a little bit. Okay, right down into here. There it is. Thanks for watching this one, tubes. YouTube, folks. Good day, my friends. Got a couple of things happening. I'm just finishing up a job, and I bought this Tecumseh air filter 36046 from Precision Cycle in Red Deer, and I got it for the same price I can get it online. Now, yeah, I went online and they show it. Now, this is a Tecumseh OEM, right? No. Yes, OEM, and it's also what do they call that? New old stock. Part 36046, it's an air filter, and online it says yes, you can get this air filter for $4.26, and then it's $3.90 shipping, and I have to wait till 4 weeks out to get the thing. And the same day I looked it up online, I drove over to Precision Cycle and got this for $8.99 or something. So in that regard, it's free. Isn't that cool? And then, at the same time, same day, my daughter and I went down to Princess Auto. Right now I've been using a little tiny wooden toolbox. When I work on the tractors and snowmobiles are stored on the other side of the yard, and it's it must be 140 feet across there. And if I forget it, or if I need to take a wheel off a lawnmower, or even come back for, you know, a ratchet or a pair of pliers, I'm walking back and forth all the time, which is good for me, but I get tired at the end of the day. So now I've got a little toolbox that I just take out to the tractors, and whenever I go out to that end of the yard, I just grab it. You know, you might need to tighten the battery connection or whatever. So now I got this cute little guy. And I'm pretty sure it's made in China. But it was $8.99 Canadian. That's like $7 US. So it's such a good idea. I bought two. And I bought two. I think one's going to be for my metric tap and dies. Now, I'll be right back. I don't know if I have featured this in a video or not. Might be in one of my other mail videos or my acquisition videos. This is from the 30s or 40s. It's made by OK Tool and Die. Look at this. Now, nothing's easy, right? There we go. Look at that. Now, not everything's matching, So the value, I mean, if every one of them was an OK, like, let's see, this one still has the OK brand on it. But this one, although there's nothing cheap about any of these. This one says USS here. But it's all here. Quarter coarse, quarter fine, 5/16 fine, 5/16 coarse, all the way up to 1/2 inch fine and 1/2 inch coarse. Isn't that cool, guys? And isn't that box something from I mean, that's just Grad's jewelry there, right? So if anybody knows where I can get a set like this in a wooden box with metric tool and die, not both, not a cheapo set from China. I've got some cheapo stuff, and I'm trying to expand and improve my quality of my tools now that I'm getting older. And oh man, I know I've looked online, and there's a couple from Germany that are metric. There's lots from England that aren't metric, so they must have converted to metric kind of when Canada did, or you know, probably after the war anyway. So anyway, looking for a set of metric like that. Now, wouldn't it be fun to get an OK set, like made by OK metric? That'd be cool. So, I'm just going to interrupt this video for a minute. So there we go. Little brush for battery posts. Piece of grass on there. Imagine that. Little vice grips. 4 or 5 sets of pliers. So I don't need a bunch of screwdrivers when you got a bunch of these left over. Like, that's just about everything you'll ever need with a handle like that, right? Set of standard wrenches, set of metric wrenches, standard wrenches, metric wrenches, 2 spark plug sockets, up to 11/16 3/4, up to, what is that, probably 19 mil. Yep, 19 mil, right down to the littlest guys, right? So that's metric. The back row is standard. So isn't that cute? El Dono. Thanks. Alright, just to make the toolbox a little heavier than I should, I'm going to add a string of 3/8 deep sockets. This side's metric. This side is 3/8 up to, what the heck size is that? 13/16 spark plug, right? I need to make room for it. Still work. Yes. Cool! Alright. Happy as a kid in a candy store. This finally came. Some of you guys will know what it is. And some of you guys have been working me over for a couple of years to get one of these. So whenever I have a larger, not necessarily, yeah, a larger purchase, this is a big purchase, but you know, something more than 10 bucks, I like to show you what it's up. So I finally ordered it. And it's upside down, so let's just maybe do this, I don't know. Oh, so there's a hole in the box. Well, maybe it's going to have to go up on the bench. Bigger than I thought. An oil extractor! Yay! It even comes with some instructions, maybe. There it is. It's a big one, eh? I wonder if it has graduations on here so I know how much I'm going to be putting into it. No, I don't even know how to dump it out or anything yet. It's got an air release. Okay. So, warning, 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 warning. So here's the tubes, different diameters. And I would think this one would be pretty darn handy, on one like a car that has a very narrow dipstick. The only thing is, it almost feels like I'm missing some tubing. I guess not. You have to bend this. You have to bend this. Excuse me. You have to bend this accordingly. So let's just put this down on the magic chair. Sorry, Road King, I stole that from you. Well, it's pretty simple. You just put whatever size dew-hummer you need and you stick it in there and pump. Let the air in and out. See if I can feel a suction of any kind there. Oh yeah. Okay. I like it. It's going to get used fairly soon. You know that. Now, as far as putting it somewhere, I was hoping that it might just slip right down into there. Pardon me, I got to turn my camera flip around. Sit right down in there. This is my arrows here. I think that's going to be all right. We'll work with that. Small improvements over time, but that's, you know, I don't have a lot of spare room. I could also tuck it underneath there, I guess. But that's my parts pail and that's my garbage. So now I just need a place for the tubing. But I have a little gas sucker up there, right? And that works really good. It's light, so you don't have to fool around with it. Back on here, there we go. That little gas sucker is really good. It's light, you don't have to fool around with it. I was going to use this one primarily just for oil. So let me just get a pair of side cutters. So there we go. Happy. Thanks for bugging me about this, Mick. It took a long time. So as you saw, that took up a fair bit of room. And at my age, you don't need, stuff. You got stuff, right? Some poor son of a gun's gonna have to clean all this crap out of here when I leave this world. So, but anyway, so I like to have at least the stuff that's in here, have it useful. That's why I don't have too big of a bone pile for my garbage lawnmower parts. But I got I got stuff like that up there. Cables and handles. Spark plugs, 2-stroke carbs, gas oil caps, blade adapters, and then 3 boxes of coils. So that, and then my manuals. Because everything's on the PC now. Once in a while I pull down a manual if I need a quick reference. But yeah. Stuff piles up. Okay, my friends. We're on stuff improvement plan. My neighbors had a garage sale. I bought this 3/8 high pressure washer hose up to 4,000 psi. And my little guy only runs at 2,000. So that's cool. It's been around a while, like the label is getting old. But on my little guy, years ago, I took it off of the John Deere JS25 or some crazy little electric pump, and the hose developed a split right here. So I did a fix, and it's been holding, but this is only 1/4 inch line. So we're going to take these 2 adapters, because I like to use the speed adapters on the pressure washer. Stick them on here, right? We'll take this off, we'll stick that on there, and we'll just pop the other one onto there. and we'll have a much better but harder to use because it's going to be stiff. I'm going to lay this out to see how the length is in difference. Okay, can you see back towards the garage door there? Now we'll do this one. Okay, come with me. They're pretty much together. Well, look at that. The new one's about 4 inches longer. Ultimately wonderfully cool. I had no idea. So it's a 30-footer, not a 25-footer. And a 30-footer makes all the difference because you want to get that extra couple feet around the corner of whatever you're washing, right? Okay, so now, I think all I need is that. The rest can stay on the hose. Compressors is all oddball stuff. Now, do I take it off the end there too? You know what? I think so. That could be a pretty handy little guy to have in your air box, eh? Because the hose might get used on somebody else's washer or whatever. Ooh, it's nice and flexible. That's what I like about the old one. I don't know if I can do this. Let's get some wrenches. This should be standard in its original form. Now I'm going to take this off of here. So that, be right back. All right, the other end. Beauty. And I think that one stays just like that. Look at the difference. I think I'm going to get better flow, eh? And I like, you know, I'm kind of crazy, but I like to set stuff up so that if it's ever used again, you don't have 10-year-old dried stuff on the threads. There we go. Okay. But I think I'm going to leave it connected here. This is the one that is going to be used in some other fashion. To the shed with you. Now I could go over to the wire brush, but electric wire brush. But by the time I get over there and get back, this will be done. Okay, so we got this one's cleaned up. That one we're going to use. This one we're going to use. We have to disconnect it. Come on, don't break or anything on me. Okay, so there's our two pieces for our new hose. I'm just going to clean this one up too. Yes, guys, and if this box looks familiar, it is not what you think. This is my new air supply and grinder stuff, grinder polishing. Alright, I cheated on that one. So this one, this one go into one of these bags that has multi-miscellaneous connector paraphernalia. Stuff like that. Can you see in there? Yeah, you can. So these go in there. Isn't that sweet? In a matching box. In a matching... And I use my little chair to move heavy stuff around now. I just pop that in there like that. Cool. So those used to be, all that stuff used to be on beer flats, and I would get really like 24 by 24 beer can flats, and it would get so dusty. And that's my new mission in Penderland, is to fight some of this dust. Okay, this one doesn't even have a Teflon tape. I don't know if you have to have it or not, but I'm going to put some on there. Oh, look at that. That's bad. So that'll be handy to put into the box too, right? Now, I know everybody that does this says how it has to be done, but this is for you lefties. I hold this in my right hand. We'll put 3 or 4 layers on there, nothing outstanding. Oh, that's it. That'll be perfect. Outstanding in your field. And what this does is it follows the threads when the unit is put on. Like the unit is going to go, okay, we'll leave that little tag out there like that. See that? And when the unit goes on, it squishes on and continues the flow, right? It's a little bumpy. Whereas if it was going the other way, it would come back and tear it off. And I think this is the one for that fits onto the machine. And then the other end goes on the wand, right? Like, just like that. I think I'm gonna have to put a little oil on these. They do dry out. So like I said, there we go. All right, so we'll do the Teflon tape on here again. That's empty. Now this is a big boy. I think we're going to have to use gib. You guys might know gib. Gib is a left-handed crescent wrench. And I am not kidding you. 3/4, not quite. Is that a 5/8? That can't be a 5/8. It is a 11/16, that's right. 11/16 to big boy. I've had lots of you guys comment that I should be sitting at a work, like a bar stool or a bench stool. But I have stood up my whole life and worked. There you go. Let's get a little oil on him. My favorite stuff. You guessed it. If you hear that voice back there, that's my neighbor that just had the garage sale. Okay. Yeah, that's better. So I'll just show you, and I do this with the water connections as well for my pressure washer. Oh, sorry, close your eye. There we go. There's my little baby pressure washer. I know it's got the new Briggs engine that nobody likes, but it does start well. And then this is the high pressure end that goes to the high pressure output. And one hand. There you go. And I'm going to oil that one too. So when I get it all figured out, I'll come back and show you. There. 3/8 hose. Just a small improvement, but better.